Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are looking at a problem that has to do with a rule in the form of y equals mx plus b, and interpreting that. So this is a problem I'm taking from CPM's course 3, and this is section 9.2.3. So number 990. It says use the rule y equals negative 2x plus 5 to answer the questions below. So first of all, this is already in the form of, remember the form we have is y equals mx plus b, right? That's our slope intercept form because hence the name, that the m represents the slope, and the b represents the y intercept, right? So those are the pieces of the equation that change based on your x and y, right? So it's looking for, this equation has a whole bunch of solutions, all kinds of x's and pairs of x's and y's that make this true. But when we graph it, when we actually graph our solution, the unique piece of this equation in this form is that graph shows us the slope, the rate, the growth rate, and the y-intercept, which is that initial value, the place where it crosses the y-axis. So let's answer these questions right here. What is the slope of the line? Slope is the m, right? So in this case, my m is negative 2. So my slope is m, and my m is negative 2. And in fact, when you go to graph it, what you would really have is negative 2 over 1, that rise of 2 and a run of 1. And it would be downhill because it's negative. So a rise of 2 and a run of 1. That's what that slope represents, that number in front of the x. Now the 5, that's the b, the y-intercept, and it's plus 5, so we're good. So, and that represents the y-intercept, and the y-intercept is where it crosses, where the line crosses the y-axis, right? So that y-intercept would be 5, but remember it's a point, right? On the x and y axes, it would cross at right here at 5. So at that 5, it would cross, and then it would go down 2 over 1, right? So my line would look something like this if I graphed it. So we'd write the y-intercept, though, as a point because that represents a point, an x and y coordinate. So we would say x is 0 and y is 5. So that's the y-intercept, and that's the slope. Right? There we go.